And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Elliott. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 69 yards. Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 20. $25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Allen off the play fake. And there's the former Cowboy, Cole Beasley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Play action. Now it's Allen. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Allen going to get this one to Singletary. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Here's Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Check down to Breida. Touchdown, Bills! Matt Breida, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Pollard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Elliott. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. Allen going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Not much there, only a yard. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen, buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. A first down carry by Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. The give is to Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gregory Rousseau gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Now this time, Allen will throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Allen will try again on second down. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Left side to Lamb. 3 yards the gain there. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A give to Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. This is Elliott. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. And Zuerlein pulled it. Zuerlein pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. Visiting kickers for years have had trouble with field goals here in Buffalo. The winds off nearby Lake Erie can really play havoc with your ability to aim the football correctly. And we saw an example right there. No good. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10, Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Being chased out left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Prescott's going to keep this. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Prescott completes it right side to Cooper. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for two. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And oh, this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie, 28 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bass on for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. Tony Pollard. He will take this all the way. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. McKenzie returning it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. To throw is Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. To the air, Allen. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown! It's complete. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Allen will try to throw for it. Dancing to his left. And now here is another interception. Able to get there and pick it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Here's 2nd and a yard. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Able to power through. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. On second down now, it's Elliott. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Runs over him, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing is Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
On first down, it's Elliott. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions, all right, versus wind, no wind, if it's a possibility, whatever it is. They give a number to the head coach. This is where I'm good from. Between here and here, maybe that wasn't the number he gave him today.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Running from the gun with Henry. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. The 20.
Run it right down
10,
their throat.
5, touchdown Titans. Josh Reynolds, 69 yards. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Play action. It's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Looking deep for Julio. And this is caught inside the 5. And it's a Titans touchdown. Julio Jones, 61 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Darnold completes it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Darnold. A dump off for Abdullah. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Darnold on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in pull it in there every now and then.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Tannehill, escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A first down carry for Henry. Powering his way forward. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry. 71 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Darnold from the gun. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Open man, Julio, touchdown Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Titans are able to add on to their first half lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. That'll be caught by Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Sam Darnold finding Robbie Anderson for the touchdown. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. Josh Reynolds And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's got the tight end Firkser right side complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Again, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Tannehill on first down. Gets this to Firkser, the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking end zone for Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Carolina. Amir Abdullah in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. On first down, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. That's caught. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now here's Johnson. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Here's Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Flush to his right. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's Darnold. Buying time to his left. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Here's Darnold. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold. Flushed out right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Darnold gets this to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Faking the give, Darnold. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have taken the lead. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Johnson now returning. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. 119 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation and figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. He'll bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Now it's Tannehill. That's taken in by Ferkser. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To try again after the sack, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Off of play action, Darnold. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it, escaping the pressure right. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Firkser. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, it's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Firkser. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Looking for the end zone. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to... And intercepted! Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Brian Burns in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Tannehill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Here's 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And this will go to Henry out wide. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He wants Reynolds way downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception.